Nami tried to stand up to the Marines, but there were too many and began searching her property. Genzo, enraged, shouted that the money was meant to save their village. Nami was shocked, as she had believed no one knew about her deal with Arlong. Genzo revealed that the villagers had known all along. They had only pretended not to, so she would not feel pressure to save them. The captain threatened to charge all the villagers as thieves and ordered his men to search for the 100 million berries. Genzo was shocked that he knew the exact amount of money hidden, and that's when Nami realized that Arlong had betrayed her. Just then, the treasure was found, and Captain Nezumi smiled to himself since 30% of the money would be his. Nami started tweaking and rushed the captain in anger, but before she could act, he pulled out a gun and fired. However, Nojiko stepped in and took the bullet for her. Nearby, Luffy was resting under a tree when he heard the villagers yelling for a doctor. Curious, he looked up and spotted Nami in the chaos. He rushed over to speak to her, but she yelled at him to stay out of her business and ran off toward Arlong Park. When Nami reached Arlong, she confronted him, accusing him of breaking their deal, but Arlong denied it coldly. He claimed the deal still stood. If she wanted to buy Kokoyashi Village's freedom, she would still need to pay 100 million berries. He then threatened to kill everyone in the village if she tried to escape. Nami pulled away from him and ran off again. Back in the village, the townspeople had reached a breaking point and decided to fight Arlong themselves. When Nami returned, she tried to hide her pain. She smiled and told them she would start saving again, but Genzo stepped forward and hugged her. With the villagers and Nojiko behind him, he gently asked her to let them handle it this time. Nami begged them not to go, but they ran off anyway. As they left, Arlong's laughter rang in Nami's ears. Overcome with anger and despair, she grabbed a knife and began stabbing the tattoo on her arm. Before she could hurt herself further, Luffy stepped in and stopped her. At first, she told him he had nothing to do with her village and asked him to leave, but the pain finally broke through. With tears streaming down her face, she turned to Luffy and begged for his help. Without a word, Luffy placed his treasured straw hat on her head and said he would help her. He then called out to Zoro, Usopp, and Sanji, telling them it was time to move. As the villagers neared Arlong Park, they found Johnny and Yosaku blocking the entrance, holding the line just long enough for Luffy and his crew to arrive. Without hesitation, Luffy smashed through the gate and demanded to see Arlong.